So we are doing the verse 47.
In progress.
कर्मण्येवाधिकारस्ते मा फलेषु कदाचन मा कर्मफलहेतुर्भूः मा ते सङ्गोऽस्त्वकर्मणि। कर्मण्येवाधिकारस्ते मा फलेषु कदाचन मा कर्मफलहेतुर्भूः मा ते सङ्गोऽस्त्वकर्मणि।
So the verse is कर्मण्येवाधिकारस्ते मा फलेषु कदाचन मा कर्म फलहेतुर्भू मा ते सङ्गोऽस्त्वकर्मणि. कर्मण्येवाधिकारस्ते मा फलेषु कदाचन मा कर्म फलहेतुर्भू मा ते सङ्गोऽस्त्वकर्मणि. So there is ma everywhere you will see. Okay, ma. Ma means to say not. Okay, do not. So it is a negative. Okay, ma. Ma kuru, do not do. Ma kuru, do not do. So here, this long word is karmani eva adhikarate. 4 words. Karmani and eva, then they combine together by rules of sandhi to make karmani eva. That is a young sandhi in case for those who have done sandhi. Karmani eva. And eva adhikara becomes eva adhikara. That is a dirgha sandhi. Adhikarate becomes adhikaraste. The visarga becomes sa by a rule, which is called the visarjaniyasya saha, like that. So therefore, all these have rules, friends. For those who are doing grammar, they will understand it. For those who are not doing, it's okay. So this long word is what we call a compound word, samas. Not actually, it's not a compound word. It's a conjoined word. It's a word formed by 4 different words combined together. Karmani, eva, adhikara, te. Now, te, friends, we did last time, for those who were doing grammar. Te means tava, you, your. Yo. So it is the 6th declension of Yushmad, yo. So yo adhikaraha, te adhikaraha. Adhikar is your right. You have your right is karmani, in karma. Karmani is the 47th declension of karman. 7th meaning in or on. Look at it. So karmani eva adhikarate. Your adhikar, your right is in karma only. Ma Haleshu kadachana, never. Kadachana, never. Never, ma kadachana means never. Never on the fruits. Haleshu. Haleshu, friends, you remember, eshu is the 7th declension, plural. In the fruits, not on in the fruit. In the fruit will be phale. Haleshu is plural. So your right is in actions only. In actions only do you have a right, not in the fruit of those actions. Means you do not have a right on the fruit of those actions. Now, this, friends, is a very, 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 very profound saying. You may take it lightly because many people they utter this verse very, very lightly. They say, okay, in the Bhagwad Gita, it is said that you should do your action and you should not strive for the fruit of the action. Okay. Now, why does Krishna say that to us? Because, friends, if you tell me that, I have done this action, and therefore it is my action. it is my action. So like, for example, we planted a tree, and the tree grew up to become a plant, became a very big tree, and it became a lychee, a mango tree, very big mango tree. So it's my tree because I planted the tree. But see, in the tree, from the plant to become from the seed to become the mango fruit tree, so many factors were involved. Not only you planted the seed, but there was rain, and the rain is not you who made the rain. There was the right temperature, and it was not dependent upon you. There was sunlight, because trees will need sunlight too. There was pollination, and pollination, therefore, insects also are there. So many factors helped in the production of that fruit. And you come and claim that this is my fruit because I planted the seed. So therefore, we should always remember that in anything we do, there are so many factors involved. And they do not come and ask their part of it. They do not come and ask the sun doesn't say, my sunlight was there. You should give me a few of the mangoes you reap. And the wind and the rain and the insects who did pollination, they don't come and do that. But you say, okay, I planted it, so I'll take it and I'll eat it. It's mine. My neighbors shouldn't have anything to do with that. That is why this is, when we say that something is, we are doing, after an action, we get a fruit, and that the fruit belongs to us is a misnomer. Okay? The fruit doesn't belong to us. Actually, nothing belongs to us. As it is said in the Ishopanishad, Ishavasya midam sarvam yatkincha jagatnyam jagat tena tyaktena bhunjitha magridah kasyas vidhanam. Ishavasya idam sarvam yatkincha jagatnyam jagat. In whatever you see in this world, there is the presence of the Lord. Okay? Ishavasya midam sarvam yatkincha jagatnyam jagat tena tyaktena bhunjitha. Consume with the spirit of sacrifice. Tyaktena. That is what we said. I told you once that this is what we call the sustainable consumption. Take what you need. Don't be greedy. Ma gridaha. Gridaha. Don't be greedy. Kasyas vidhanam. Wealth doesn't belong to anybody. It belongs only to the Lord. Nothing belongs to anybody in this world. So therefore, here is what Krishna tells Arjuna. Because you have to do a karma, do your karma. Whether that karma will give you a fruit which you desire, actually you shouldn't be desiring a fruit, but you must be doing a karma for a particular purpose. No. So whether that purpose is achieved or not is not upon you. It is not upon you. So do not grieve if it doesn't happen. And do not be elated if it does happen. Because you did your part, and there were so many other things, so many other actors which have to do their part in order for you to achieve this particular actions, the goal you are seeking. And once you get the goal, then you fix yourself another objective and you go and strive and, okay, don't stop and gloat. I did this, I got this now, like that. So that is, this first line that is what it is meant by karmani eva dhikarate, and that applies to all of us. We have a particular action to do, we have something to do. We do it. We do it because it is our karma. It is our karma. We have to do it. Okay? Now, here he says, do not do it for something as a desirable, something which you desire. But actually, you must desire to do something. But do not be selfish in the desire. If you are doing something, it is obvious that you are doing it for a particular fruit. But do not be attached to that fruit. Do not hanker for that fruit. that fruit, do not be attached to it. You may be doing it for society, for your kin, because it's your work to do it. You teach, okay, you're teaching. So therefore, whatever you do, whatever action you are doing, do your action. Okay, your right is on the action. It's not up to you to decide the fruit which will come out of the action. Most probably you're doing it for a particular fruit. The fruit may not come, but you do the action. You do the action. Okay. Then here, the second line is the most important. Ma karma hetuhu bhu. Ma, the same is cut here. Ma, karma, phala, hetuhu, bhu, and then ma. Ma, the other ma is for the other line. Ma karma phala hetu. Do not become such a person who does an action only for a particular purpose, to get a gain out of it. Do not become that. Karma phala hetu. So one who does karma in order to get a particular reward. Phala. Hetu is the cause. The cause of the karma is the reward. Do not become that person who does something just to get a reward. But what will I get out of it? Oh, I'm not getting anything out of it, so I don't know. Why should I bother? Do not become like those. Had it been like that, then we have read so many stories with old men planting a small tree, and then the king asks him, "Hey, old man, you planting a tree now? But by the time the tree will grow up, you will die. So why did you bother to plant the tree?" Then the old man says, if everybody had thought that way, there wouldn't be any tree. Because my ancestors also planted trees which I am reaping today. So ma karma phala hetur bhu. Do not become attached to the fruit of a particular action you're doing. Don't do it just in order to get something out of it, and that if you do not get that, then you would rather not do it. So many of us, we say, I've done so many things. I wanted to pass, I wanted to get the job. I didn't get the job, so I stopped praying now. I stopped praying God. I mean, I have friends who are like that. And we start becoming discouraged. But see, Krishna tells us, you do your work, you do your effort. Okay, whether the fruit will come, nobody when he sits for an exam knows for 100% certain that I'm going to become a laureate. Because so many things are not in your control. No, so many things are not in your control. You become a laureate, it's okay. You did your effort, you got it. You do not become also, you still have to live. So let not that bother you. Let not that fruit, the desire for that fruit, bother you. That if you do not get the fruit, then you would rather not do it because you are not benefiting for this. Okay, so ma karma phala hetu bhuhu. Do not become attached to the fruit of a particular action you're doing. And then say mate sango astu akarmani. And then there is one last sentence. He says, ma te sangha, your sangha. Sangha means attachment. Astu akarmani, inaction. So don't say, because I'm not very sure whether this will happen or not, so I'd rather not do anything. I'll not do inaction. So inaction also is not an answer to your problem. So that is what Arjuna is saying. I would rather not fight. So it is inaction. I will not fight because I'm not very sure whether we will win, or we will lose. So therefore, Krishna says no. Inaction is not a solution. In any case, you can never be inactive in life. So do your action. In action, only lazy people are inactive. Like those people who are filled with tamas. You remember what I said last time? Rajas, tamas, and sattva. Sattva is the true policy to adopt. Rajas is somebody who does something, but who is for a particular gain. Raj, like kings, okay, the politicians. Rajas will be those. And tamas will be lazy people. I mean, lethargic. I mean, if they can get out of, doing nothing, they would rather do that, not doing anything. So don't become like them. I've just explained to you what your dharma is, and your dharma is kshatriya. You're a kshatriya. The dharma is to protect people. So if the policeman, whose job is to protect people, and he has to something is happening, and then he said, well, what will I get out of it? I would rather not go there because the robbers are robbing a bank. If I go, I may get killed, so I would rather not go. But then what is your duty? Your duty as a policeman is to look after law and order. So if two people are fighting, it's your job to go and try to stop. I mean, this has happened actually. A friend of mine got robbed before a policeman on the station, on the bus station of in the north, and the policeman was there when those people robbed his mobile phone. And the boy said, "Okay, I've seen them, and I'm going to make a declaration, as you say, to put a report." And then the policeman said, "You will go do that. They will make your life a hell because you have seen them. They will come to you. They will come to your family. So therefore, you will not do anything." So they have stolen your property, and still, the person who should have helped you and who is actually paid for that, whose duty is that, says, don't make any declaration against those people. They will make your life a hell. So that is what is inaction. I mean, that is somebody who is not doing the action he should be doing. So as per our status in life, we have actions to do. Let's do those. Let's only not be attached to the fruit of those actions. That is what Krishna is telling us. He doesn't tell us not to do any action. You have to do action. You have to live. But don't be in such a way that if you do something and you do it with a desire, and that desire is selfish, and that if you do not get it, then you become sad. And if you get it, then you become very happy, elated. He says, no, just do your karma. Okay, and then the most important is that you do it as a service. Do it as a service to people or to God. Now, so many of us, see, it is something which we do actually. And I will tell you, many of us, we get a fruit. We say, okay, I'll put one before my deity at home. I give him first, and then I will eat. Before eating, many of you do give a little to your Balgopal, I think it is called. So what is that, friends? It makes the food become divine. So you are sure that this food has not been stolen from somebody and then put there. You will never give to Godhead a food you will have stolen from somebody. So if that is actually, this is what you are doing. You are offering the fruit of your karma to divinity. That is what Krishna says. Do it as a service. And you are sure that you are doing it well, that you are not using fraudulent means to achieve that, because nobody would offer to God something which will have stolen. It is with your effort that you got it. You are humble enough to say, I got it with your grace. I offered it to you first, and then I'll give it to my children, and I will consume it. That is the spirit which Krishna is telling us to do. Let us do our action. The action will have a reward. Let's not be attached to that reward. Let's not be as if we do not get that reward, then our life comes to an end. The reward does not depend on us. If we get it, it's okay. We do it for a good cause. Do not get it, we continue our journey. That is what it is said. कर्मणि एव अधिकारस्ते. कर्मणि एव ते अधिकारः कर्मणि एव. Your right is right as your dharma is in action alone. Ma phaleshu kadachana, never on the fruit of those actions. And then also, do not behave in such a way. Do not perform an action just for the sake of getting a reward. Okay, and don't take the line of least resistance, we say. Okay, don't take that easy way out. Say, okay, then I won't do anything. I'd rather just sit. Akarmani, no. Okay, mate sango astu akarmani. You should not also be attached to inaction. Okay, that is the verse 47. As I said, verse 47 to me is the most important verse of the Bhagwad Gita. It is central to the teachings of Krishna, who tells you to do your action, to let everything else on God. If you get the result you would be expecting, rather not expect also, but you must be doing an action for a particular thing, but do not become attached to it. Don't become attached to it. Attachment is what is wrong. Karma you do, leave everything to God, and then do not become lazy. Okay, do not be lazy. Do your effort constantly. Do your effort. This is what we have to put into practice. Let's not put into practice that that this cannot be achieved because Krishna here is telling us you shouldn't have any desire. You should have a desire. Krishna doesn't tell you not to have a desire. He just tells you do not be attached to the fruit, because so many things do not depend on your control. And in that case, if you are not able to get the objective you would have fixed, then you would be unhappy. In order for you not to go through those, he says, do to the best of your ability. You remember he said you should be focused on what you're doing. Okay, the one who has this focus, then he should be able to get it. But if he doesn't get it, he goes on. He tries again and again, he goes on like that. So this is karmani evadhikaraste ma phaleshu kadachana ma karma heturbhu mate sangostu akarmani. So that is 47, verse 47. So this I will have already explained to you. I'm just checking here. Your right is for action alone, never for the results. Do not be motivated by the result of actions. Do not become inclined towards inaction. तेरा कर्म करने में ही अधिकार है, उसके फलों में कभी नहीं. इसलिए तू कर्मों के फल का हेतु मत हो, तथा तेरी कर्म न करने में भी आसक्ति न हो. That is what he is saying. Now this is the second one, which is continuing actually. This is
योगस्थः कुरु कर्माणि सङ्गं त्यक्त्वा धनञ्जय सिद्ध्यसिद्ध्यो समो भूत्वा समत्वं योग उच्यते. योगस्थः कुरु कर्माणि सङ्गं त्यक्त्वा धनञ्जय सिद्ध्यसिद्ध्यो समो भूत्वा समत्वं योग उच्यते. योगस्थः कुरु कर्माणि सङ्गं त्यक्त्वा धनञ्जय सिद्ध्यसिद्ध्यो समो भूत्वा समत्वं योग उच्यते.
so here also yogastha kuru karmani sangam tyakva dhananjaya siddhya siddhyo samo bhutva samatvam yoga uchyate. Here also, yogastha kuru karmani sanga tyaktva dhananjaya. Siddhi asiddhi. Here we have siddhi plus asiddhi. So we have two. Okay. Now, for those who are doing grammar, it is a dual. Siddhi plus asiddhi is two. And the yoho is actually the sixth and the seventh declension dual. It is siddhi asiddhi yoho. Therefore, in siddhi or in asiddhi, samo bhutva samatvam yoga uchyate. So let us try to decipher this. Yogastha. Stha, friends, when it is written here, it means situated in. Swastha. Swastha, we know that. To be good in yourself. Okay? Bien être dans sa peau. Comme, like we say in French. The yogastha means being rooted in yoga. Stha becomes from the word sthapna. We do not sthapna. We put something, a murti there. We have done the sthapna. That is what he said. Putting there, standing or situated. Standing in yoga, rooted in yoga, yogastha. Kuru, to do. Kuru, it is the imperative of verb to do. Yogastha kuru karmani. So do your karma, do your actions, karmani. It is plural. Karmam. Therefore, here, the karmani here is the plural. Karman, karmani, karmani. Yeah. So karmani is your actions. So do your actions. Kuru. How? Rooted in yoga. Rooted in yoga. And he said, what is yoga? Yoga, he said, is focus. Focus. Focus and being equanimous, being in equanimity, whether there is heat or there is cold, whether there is gain or whether there is loss. You do your work. Do your karma in yoga, situated in yoga. Be focused, do your work. Sangam tyaktva. Relinquishing all attachment. Sangha is attached. Relinquish all attachments. Relinquishing all attachment to whatever. To what, friends? Attachment to the fruit of that action. Okay? Rise above that. Don't be attached to the fruit of that action. That is why I am doing it. So many people just do. I mean, we all of us do something just to get, because we are attached to the fruit of the action we are doing it. Okay, to yogastha kuru karmani, sangam tyaktva dhananjaya. Hey Dhananjaya, O Arjuna, do your karma as a kshatriya, rooted in this yoga which I have just explained to you, karma yoga. And jnana yoga also, because he explained to him before, the yoga of wisdom. And then without any attachment to the fruit, to the reward, to the fruit. And then he said, siddhi asiddha yoho. Yoho, therefore, is for dual. And in the seventh declension here. In siddhi and in asiddhi, samo bhutva, become the same. Be the same whether the action you're doing was a success. Asiddhi, or it was not a success. Be the same. Nobody should know that you failed the exam. You'd be the same. Nobody should know that you came out first in the exam. You'd be the same. Do not jump elatedly because you passed. Do not become dejected if you didn't succeed. In success or in failure, be the same. Sama. Samatvam yoga uchyate. That is why he said that is yoga actually is this equanimity, being equal, whatever be the situation, insofar as your karma is concerned. Do your karma, yogastha, situated, rooted in yoga. Rooted in yoga means being focused on this particular, in your, be equanimous. Siddhi asiddhiyoho samo bhutva. Be the same whether you achieve success or you do not achieve success. Be the same. Okay? Nobody, whether it is difficult or it is easy, whether you have not succeeded or you have succeeded, you will be the same. This action of being the same in duality, in duality in the sense in conflicting situations, whether the situation is good or bad, whether it is cold or it is hot. This, you be the same. Bhutva. Bhutva means being. Being the same in success or in failure, that is actually yoga. That is, this samatvam, this equanimity is called yoga, and that is what we should strive for. Dhananjaya, Arjuna. Okay? Be rooted in this. Be rooted in this yoga and do your karma, do your action without being attached to the reward, to a particular reward. Okay? That is here. Now, in the two which we have done, friends, I will not go beyond that because once we'll have to finish a bit early today, if you don't mind. And then these two are enough for us to ponder for ourselves in our life. And you will see that, as I said, many of us do it. We do our karma as a service to Godhead.
Guruji, could you please read verse 48 in Hindi as well, please?
Yes, I will do that. Am I sharing?
Yeah, you are.
So, O Dhananjaya, O Arjuna, do your actions by being rooted in yoga, established in yoga, casting off attachment, and remaining equipoised in success and failure. This equanimity is called yoga, samatvam. So here is samatva roop, yoga wisdom, buddhi yoga ko se karma atyanti, actually this is not this, no, this is not for this.
It's not for this first.
This first. But I can put it in Hindi. By योग में स्थित होकर हे धनंजय, हे अर्जुना, अपने कर्मों को तुम करो और कर्म के फल के प्रति तुम आसक्ति छोड़ दो. आसक्ति नहीं रखो कर्मों के फलों के प्रति. ओके, इस तरह कर्म करते हुए जीत, हार, सिद्धि, असिद्धि, इनमें समान रहकर, इक्विपोइज, समान रहकर ही, अगर तू इनमें समान रहता है, इस समानता को योग कहते हैं. सिद्धि और असिद्धि में समान रहकर ही तुम्हें अपना कर्म करना चाहिए. That is all what he is saying. Okay, this is not for this. This is, I think, for a verse which will come later.
So thank you, Guruji.
If you have any question, please ask me.
I'm sure they got questions, and please do ask anything that you want to share as well. Like Guruji said, they are very different verses. Yes, Dolly?
Guruji, I want to be brave and ask you, well, I might sound like an idiot asking this question.
No,
After listening to 47 and 48, and when you plant a tree, the sun do its part, the insects and animals do their parts. So if they do their parts selflessly, and who is to say who is more advanced, man or animals?
So the question is not being advanced. The question
Oh.
never was being advanced or not. Being advanced is evolution. This is a theory of evolution, because in the theory which we are talking, the paradigm in which we are, it tells you that you have 8,400,000 yonis in which you can be born. So even you are the greatest advanced person on earth, but in case you are born again, you might be born as that insect. So therefore, the question of who is advanced doesn't occur, because if I am saying that I am more advanced than this insect, I am pointing from my point of view. From my point, it is a paradigm which I have set. Now I'll give you one very simple example, which anybody can understand. Now the Europeans came to India, came to Africa, and they said these people are not educated because they cannot eat with fork. They do not wear clothes the way we wear. They cannot speak English. But the people in Africa and the people in India, they can make roti. But the Englishmen cannot make roti. But making roti is not, according to them, a criteria for advancement. They can speak Sanskrit, they created Sanskrit, but to the Englishman, this Englishman was not, this is not a criteria for advancement. So being advanced is a subjective matter. It depends on who is the one who has set the criteria of what advancement is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks, Guruji.
Yeah, thank you. Yourself, Dolly. Yeah, I hope I answered your question. But as I said, friends, we can ponder on this. This is a guideline. Okay, this is a guideline for us in our life, and it will save us quite a lot of, because it makes us brave. This is spiritual teaching. It's not, as I said last time also we said, it's not just by doing ritual. Ritualistic is religion. This is above religion. It is spirituality. It looks at people without their religious appartenance. The Bhagwad Gita looks at people as one. Okay, whatever be your religion, it goes above religion.
It's universal.
Yeah.
And
so if you don't have anybody else,
I just wanted to add something. Like you said, you have to focus. Yeah, focus on what you have to do. At the same time, you are looking to have something in life, right? But you have to look at it in a selfless way, without, like you said, you can have desire as long as it's selfless. And whatever the result comes, you take it, whether it's...
Do not be attached to that reward. Okay? Yeah. So thank you very much. I know you have to go also.
Yes,
you
yes.
have. So friends, thank you very much for being there. If you have any queries,
thank you. I'm going to share the video as soon as I can, so you can go over it again. Okay, thank you, Guruji. Thanks.
Thank you. Namo Namaha, everyone.
Thank you so much, Guruji.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
It's now food for thoughts for you now.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.